the major. You think those two names alone should be able to defend the B-bomb site, but lots of teams were just exploiting the fact that they get lackadaisical and rely on their utility to lock off the tunnels, pushing through Molotovs. Na'Vi stole it off Hellraisers who were doing it. Other teams have done to punish the mid to Bs as well. We'll look at some positive things that Alu does in transition with the AWP. Obviously, he plays that mid-long position, the car, the ramp. He likes to go close short to the 50 line. He works good around that when they're using flashes and Molotovs to push him off. He'll just dip back a little bit further and give himself another angle to take a shot at. So lots of good. I think ENCE have all the right players in the right positions. I'm not kind of sure what they need to do to make sure that their B-bomb site can't be exploited anymore, but we will be getting underway with the pistol round right now. Apex Diffuse Kit 2 flashbangs over there on the side of things for ENCE. As we saw on Mirage, Alu picking up the Deagle on the pistol round. Alexi B with some utility.
We're going to have a pistol battle through mid.
He's not actually taking the duel. He's kind of just spotting, which is a bit unfortunate. I'd love to see the Deagle take on the USP at that range. ENCE earlier just waiting to see if there's any aggression coming out from Vitality. They have a 3-man B lean right now with RPK spotting for information on Catwalk and Alex staying over towards the car position for long. There's an exchange of damage early, and well, there goes the kit, there goes the flashes. The utility is out of the round very early as X7 will open the account on Dust2. And now they'll take short control. So we do have some beeping going on in the background.
You thought it was due to your mic not
yeah,
working.
I was like,
that was pretty funny.
Technical issue, but
RPK is overrun. X7 gets the kill on top of the site. Aerial, meanwhile, trying to slide out, but he's assassinated from behind as X7 takes over long. It was well coordinated, well struck, and with all of the kills so far in this pistol, NBK unable to do probably much in this round. Okay, just keep that going. A couple more headshots.
It's the caster's curse, right? So over towards Catwalk here, NBK 4 to find. We've seen him in a position, especially on that his CT-sided pistol of Mirage as well, that he was the last man standing, if I remember rightly, and just trying to hold on to his armor if he could. Eventually he would get taken out of the equation by Aerial. And the first round of the game on board for the Finns here.
That's the way they started out on Mirage as well. They'll double it up. Perhaps as they did then too in the second half. They've won all the pistols so far. X7, good look at mid. And then again, he went and took out long from this position. I thought it was actually the flank that came in from long that did that. So Sergey didn't quite get that kill at the car, but still the round is won. Same result. Alu trying to get out toward long now with an AK. In fact, just pushing against the door, holding the angle. Headshot placement is there. Flashes as well. He sprays in. The spray won't work, even with the placement, because they got by him, and they've actually taken down Aerial as a result. So one in the pit.
Shouldn't be too hard to deal with here for the ENCE squad. As I say that, Alu gets dinked up. RPK continues to peek and harass. Pushing out to the blue bin. Sergey is doing the best he can. They're going to smoke and maybe skedaddle, maybe get out of town. Maybe they don't actually like this fight. Pushing up mid right now is Alex. He's about to have a duel with X7, who knew something was up. And there's a lot of movement all over the map right now from ENCE, as they can't seem to make up their mind. They have the bomb. Alexi pushes into B a little bit haphazardly. He'll be taken down, and now the number advantage and the HP advantage falls in favor of the French. They don't have the weapon advantage at all, though. So that might be a bit of a problem.
RPK, though, finally gets removed from his home. And BK pushed off of it. X7's going to get the shot back with the AK. Good find as the AK gets just one before the smoke blooms. Apex, not much to do. UMP in hand. Low enough HP, mind you, that if he finds Sergey and finds Alu, you might get away with something on this. But he's going to try and rotate it around, perhaps even save the weapon. Does he turn right or left here? Okay. Out toward long for exits, perhaps. So the round should be gone. If he knew the HP, maybe he'd give it a crack. But the AK from X7 certainly makes things problematic.
Crazy how dangerous that round looked for ENCE, and they're still able to walk away. But relatively cleanly, right? They should hold on to these AKs unless Apex pushes aggressively. So all things considered, it's not that bad. Bit of indecision over towards long. RPK did a very good job of keeping them busy. There you go. Second round on the board here. We should see this buy round come out from Vitality. Everybody has enough money to buy to get the guns up. ENCE will hold on to that UMP and buy behind it with a bunch of utility. Famis will be coming out for RPK. RPK has gone for the AUG. So let's see where they opt to use this right now. It looks like the standard 2-3 defense split, and early on Apex is going to get tagged on through the door. Not the way you want to start any round, 20 points of health already. And they'll have to be kept pretty honest. As look at this blistering pace up catwalk. Aerial and Alexi already have control. We still have a minute 40 left on the clock. And what that does is it applies pressure to the CTs to have to use utility because they know that that part of the map is open. And they know that they have to respect it. So you can see Zywoo already spotting it from the ramp right now. We've got RPK over towards pit. Alex has now gone towards CT spawn to help for any mid to B splits that are possible. And the pace has slowed considering how quickly ENCE were able to get that section of the map.
Alexi gets up with Alu. Aerial on catwalk with them as well is going to smoke in. Through that little gap, everyone knows it. Puts the smoke down and allows you to walk out a little bit further.
All right, now they've executed. Now they're heading onto that bomb site here, and we're on board with Alexi, who's
just... Yeah, what is this nonsense? Keep the head down, sneak up. No one will see me.
Look at this. They've gotten onto the bomb site without even being detected at all. They're going to get a chance for a free plant. Unfortunately, their Molotov will be extinguished by the smoke, but things even happened in this round, and now the rotation has to come in. X7 and Alu have catwalk completely cut off. Trade will ensue, but Alu finishes him off eventually, and now it's just RPK and Zywoo. Make that just Zywoo. And they've been obliterated. First gunner into the game. That could look like an eco.
Yeah, they really did. Slow and steady, walked in, no one to deny it.
Can you imagine having the balls to walk into the A bomb site
with your head down,
past
not even
quad
looking,
box, not even giving yourself a chance to take a duel? Oh yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, but it was also the fact that they were just looking at the ground, like, no one's gonna peek us. Just don't make noise. Get in there, lads.
Oh, alrighty, so couple pistols, scout in hand. Vitality need to do something to make this game exciting. They need to do something to get stuck in and give us a bit of a battle. This is their map choice. Pushing forward, Alex is trying to do exactly that. He'll find the first kill onto Alexi B. So not the first time that they've had trouble over towards these long doors versus the pistols. We saw what RPK was able to do holding them in position. They'll be able to pick up that AK. In transition, Apex will fall in middle. So Ariel's got a lot of ground. He can completely cut off the B rotation. That smoke is a great start in that. And now MBK, if he drops over towards B, and it is empty. So X7 can walk on in, get the bomb down, but battling through the smoke is Alex and Co. And all three members now make that 2, leaving X7 in a one-on-one situation, spamming from range, and he'll finish it off. So yet another round that we were talking about potentially being dangerous, where it's just steady.
Yeah, this is looking pretty solid so far. Vitality showing signs of weakness. Yesterday, their default on CT looked somewhat reputable. Car position, Zywoo on the op. Now they're going to go back to the double op situation where NBK will be on the secondary. So, see how this plays out. Pretty standard spawn points for the T's. Ali wants to hold middle rather. Oh, yes! No assist, although there was. It was a tap from an AK that made that possible because it was a leg shot from my viewpoint. So he's got the cross. I was going to say he can't contest long right away this time because Zywoo was going to beat him there. Look at the position Zywoo's playing as well. Very off angle. Just watching to make sure that the doors are not too obvious. Nade used to send the gun to Apex. So at least they got the gun back out of middle, out of the line of sight that was potentially being held. They didn't even want to mess with it.
Oh, exchange of spam through the door. I'm surprised we didn't see more damage go down between those two players. But ENCE now having basically a freebie, a 4v5 to completely start off this round, are in the driver's seat. X7's going to continue to throw some utility over towards B, and that's to make sure at least one player stays honest on that site. Now they can swarm over towards the A bomb site where RPK lies in wait in the bomb site. Might He's saving his smoke to actually put out in case a Molotov lands on him. I say that, it lands towards Cap, but time is of the essence, and they have to push, and forward they go. Molotovs carpet the bomb site, pushing RPK out of position. Alexi dropping down to spawn. He's going to be caught by Zaiwu. Now things are starting to look good for Vitality as they've locked this one down. It's just left Alu in a 2-on-1 situation.
Alu's up above, making the noise. First round for Vitality. Apex, the one to get the kill. The third opper, if you will, in the round, because, well, pretty much all of them held the op at one point in time, bar RPK. Zaiwu and MBK started with them. MBK got wrecked in mid. Good turnaround, though. This was the shot. So I think this is... Oh. Yeah, so he got tagged up before he crossed.
You hate to see it. We were actually having a discussion not that long ago about potentially removing the avenue for that pick at the start of rounds for the tees.
Yeah, getting rid of it altogether.
Yeah.
It is a feature of the map, but at the same time, it's not necessarily one I've ever adored.
It would change the dynamic completely, right? Because CTs, if you made it a long rotation round for the tees, would be able to play aggressive in middle, which would change the way. Because tees at the moment, if you have a good AWP, you almost get it for free.
Oh,
and
no. Oh, that damage. The burn. The burn and then the nade. It doesn't even matter about the nade. They found the kill first on the AUG. NBK looking solid.
Now that is a response and a half right there. A clean round from Vitality, much needed. Very important for them to be able to convert one like that. As see what that has done to the money situation right now. ENCE, they've only lost 2 in a row, but they're stuck in a position where they can either go for a force buy or take an eco. Discussing their options, it looks like the eco will be the smarter of the two, one that they can definitely get behind. They'll probably concede the third, unless a miracle happens. They have a decoy which they've lobbed on out, and now there's one flash in the hands of Alexi, so maybe just a bit of a cat pounce and hope they can get the bomb down. That would be the absolute best I could see for them in this situation.
Alex hanging out on the ramp position, does have the car spot covered by Zaiwu, so they are going back to the standard default. Alex played catwalk yesterday on a number of occasions rather than down below in CT. Spotted they are dropping down. X7 actually died upon impact with the ground because he was tagged by Alex as he jumped off. Pretty straightforward affair. Very controlled, I have to say. So now we see the French coming alive on Dust2.
Yeah, and that impact of those eco rounds, which you held quite close with the pistols earlier, it was definitely being felt, right? Because they were taking away so many weapons. They had the X7 1v2 where he needed to push in the doors. We had that, it was a 4-on-3 situation, which ended in a 1-on-3 situation in favor of Vitality, able to hold on to that UMP. So the rounds where they were kept honest, the rounds where they were made to work for it, we're feeling them now. As it went with 5 AKs on the board, and already one of them's been removed. So MBK finding the opening towards middle. No AWP in the hands of Alu, which means that you can be a little bit more aggressive in mid if you're Vitality. You don't have to be scared of the Overseer. And Alex, finding himself in this position once again, he does appear to like this car spot. Will they clear it? No, they won't. Is he going to shoot? Yes, he will.
He will. They just had to wait it out. That's so brilliant. Just sitting and holding. RPK, he'll get X7. And now it's Alu left in a 1-on-5. This has turned around quite quickly, I have to say. 4-0. Looked convincing in all of them. You said it, that the first gun round looked like an eco. Controlled the next. Now Vitality turns the tables. Alu spots one. All that does is watch RPK run out from underneath where his crosshair was placed. Just baited into it. 4-4.
Wow, the tables have turned very quickly here because ENCE have to take a partial buy or a save. And it will be the partial buy as X7 buys into that scout. See what his teammates opt to go with as their sidearms. Eagle for Sergey. I mentioned earlier what he did against Astralis at Blast not that long ago. Did a run boost onto the A bomb site with the lion's share of their numbers, and they were actually able to obliterate Astralis, who's normally fantastic in those situations. Very quick mid-control being taken by ENCE. You can see how far they've pushed on down. Zyro will find a kill towards Long, the danger man out of the equation, and now Alexi B.
Oh, look at the pistol. Look at this shadow. He tries to fire into it, expecting him to show up sooner, but obviously he doesn't know the length of a shadow at high noon because he fired a little bit early. That gave him away, and now it's X7 down to Alex.
Another clean round. That's 3 in a row where Vitality haven't lost a single member, so...
Money, money, baby.
You do love to see it. Is it low noon if it's midnight? Well, it wouldn't be noon at all.
No, yeah, it would. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I would just call that high night.
Okay, we're almost there.
Are we?
Yeah, we're encroaching on midnight here. I believe we're GMT +8 in Shanghai.
I'm going to sleep for 10 hours tonight. That's my goal.
Eat some Korean barbecue tomorrow.
Oh, we doing that for lunch?
If we can find it. Ooh,
I know where it is.
Okay, well, Apex is going to get tickled down again. So far...
It's on L3 on the 37.
Well, we can find that quite easily then. But Apex, unfortunately, on 2 of his crosses to B have been tagged. MBK is being taken down completely. So this becomes very frustrating because even if you start to smoke it, look at MBK. Look how aggressive that was.
In lower tunnels already, pushed through the door. It's causing problems and complications. ENCE are getting pushed out of their game. They're getting pushed out of the pocket. Vitality's starting to dictate the pace and play. Dodging the flash, NBK can't dodge the shot, but ZywOo is above, and he saves him. He gets Alexi down, and that means NBK can re-peek. They are definitely getting pushed out of the pocket.
What an interesting approach to have the AWP stay, first of all, in lower dark after finding that opening pick, but to just continue with 2 of them there to back each other up. Ali will eventually find a kill. That's the first one in 3 rounds for ENCE, so it's been a dry spell. I'm sure we've all been on one of them before. And that's another one, Sergey, in aggressive positions. I was not expecting anybody to be in that territory, surprisingly enough. So in the bomb site right now, he has to deal with RPK, but the AK-47.
Do the damage, Alu. That's the best you can hope for. You can't give them 4 rounds with 3 or more players staying alive. This is the first one they've gotten kills in 4 rounds.
He might even consider a save, right? Because they don't...
Good luck. Look where Apex is. Oh, well, he's giving himself up. And Alu smartly realizes that if he's back toward T-spawn, it means likely B's open. However, Alex is still in position, and the head is removed.
The secondary AWP. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked on up, but nope, they'll just go with the one. They didn't have enough time to go and find either ZywOo's or NBK's. See if they continue with it or if they want to change the pace. We can see one dropped on the floor. So it will be the double AWPs again. The in-game leader of MBK more than happy to do those secondary duties on this map, and he's doing it very well, mind you. Right now, ENCE down 6-4. They have gone for another partial buy. CZ's Deagle's Scout utility. So, danger indeed, but their approach so far has been either completely figured out and they've been destroyed, or they've been picked off one at a time and they haven't actually had a chance to be too dangerous. So, we're now holding the 50 line.
See if you can make anything good with it. Oh, shoulder baited into it, has to drop off. ZywOo's got an aid ready, though, to at least soften them up. He'll put that deep. And doesn't do a lot. In fact, did it do anything?
A lick of damage, I think. Sneezed on them. Just annoying, if anything.
It is, yeah. Get a tissue. Handkerchief.
Don't sneeze into your hand. Sneeze into your the pit of your elbow, the inside, because you touch things with your hands. Anyway, they've been able to bust that onto the A-bomb side here, and it looks like it's going to be another clean one.
But look at Alex. He's got a little bit of a problem because, ZywOo again. He's like the savior for everyone. He let one player go down. I thought maybe they get a kill off of it. Finally, X7 does get something rolling. Grabs the op.
Throw it away.
See what he does. I don't think he's aware there's one inside of B tunnels. And this is Vitality just stomping ENCE at this point in time. What a turnaround. 7 rounds in a row is looking to be the case, the scenario. And that's confirmed. ZywOo again. He's now got 3 kills. This is home territory for him. He's only up to 9. I say only because Alex leads the way, surprisingly, at 13. No one yet to be... Oh, my goodness. I didn't even realize Alexi's score.
Yeah, I tend to stay away from those.
Whew. 0 and 10.
Not a fun time for anybody, is it?
No, but it's noteworthy of discussion.
Definitely, because he's the in-game leader that's also like a bit of a pace setter, especially when they aren't finding rounds. So if he's not finding any success at all, and one of their trump cards, which they normally hold in their back, oh, again, this time round he tags up MBK. So Alu's finding the damage. The rounds just aren't being converted off the back of it. And right now, it looks like lower dark is the port of call. They're going to molly off Catwalk and maybe set their sights on taking mid control here. Flashes nades coming over the top. Apex is actually playing on the B hill. Doesn't have anybody close enough to help him right now, but knows there's probably a timer on how long he can stay in limbo. Eventually he'll have to fall back. Very slow approach from ENCE here.
It's extremely.
Considering other rounds where they are able to get Catwalk for free very early, just by using their bodies, this time around they're actually being a lot more methodical in their utility use. And you're seeing an exchange of that come back from Vitality to kind of slow them down and stifle them in this approach. So we've seen them do the cat execute several times, where they've busted on out and they've just been mopped up with. Vitality know exactly where to look, and this smoke here is actually a long smoke that's able to allow Sergey to lurk behind it. So now RPK is on notice. This is a big jewel right here.
He's going to swing it all the way around into the corner, not down inside of pit. Zaiwu still holding in the car as well with the AWP, is looking above. X7 gone. Alex with the kill, removes him at middle. Trying to get through the doors. Now it's on to Zaiwu. He'll find the first so quickly, but he lost RPK. And you said it, that's the big battle, because now Sergey can combine, add to the total, but they've not accounted for the fast flank from Alex. Winning that duel's battle, or the doors battle, he immediately jumps on the flank and puts pressure inside of the site. Alexei gets a bomb plant down, but he's stuck behind the boxes. Looks for the first, and Alex wins that as well. What a game he's having. Sergey's missed a shot. That's going to allow them to just walk all over. Alex with another 4 kills. He is dominating right now.
Ready for this one, Matt?
Give it to me.
ENCE, in the last 8 rounds, have only had 8 kills.
Ooh, that's a rough stat. You feel for them.
If I can count correctly, that's right. I slept in economics all throughout high school, so maybe don't trust my numbers. But let me just go back and double check here. So in the first round they lost, they had 3 kills. Then the second round they lost, it was a clean sweep. Third round they lost was a clean sweep. Fourth round they lost was a clean sweep. Fifth round they lost, clean sweep. They managed 2, so we're up to 5, 6, and then 2 more there. So it is indeed only 8 kills in the last 8 rounds. That, ENCE have cooled significantly right now. And Vitality are feeling hot.
Yeah, it's a big problem. Alex overextends a little bit, manages to... How does
there
Zaiwu,
he is.
How does Zaiwu do that every time? Every time a teammate looks to be in a precarious situation or slightly in trouble, boom, dead.
The guardian
Zaiwu,
angel of French Counter-Strike.
Man, he is. He literally just shows up over the corner. Don't worry, buddy, I got you. I'm here for you. Yesterday I did all the work. Today you guys will, but I'm just going to make sure you stay alive to do it.
He's just patting him on the back the whole way through as Alex continues his rampage at up to 19 kills at this point, having a lot of impact thus far. Wants to push forward. Underarms the flash. He didn't actually get X7, and look at him go. Alex is on an absolute rampage. Don't let the British flag fool you. He's not playing like one of them right now.
I won't read into that one too much.
I have a British passport, so I'm kind of insulting myself at the same time.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
Self-deprecating humor at some of the funniest.
Well, it can be. It can also be very depressing. 9-4, and it's been 4-0, remember that. So this is now 9 rounds in a row for Vitality.
And they didn't get any kills in that round, Matt.
Another, yes. So now it's 8 in 9 rounds. That's unbelievable how fast this game turned. And we suddenly find ourselves in a timeout for obvious reasons.
Oui.
Time to see what they've even got left to work with. Alu looks to be lamenting in his body language, almost leaning forward, begging with his words.
Because I can't use Google right now, if anyone in or has been to China and knows if there is an equivalent to Uber Eats out here,
let me know.
Let me know.
Why do you need that with the mall next door? I guess because it's late at night.
Everything's closed.
But do we have room service 24 hours?
Yeah, but I don't like the selection.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with cucumber?
I wanted some ramen.
Yeah, ramen's delish.
All right. Once again, ENCE on some pistols. Not really a lot you can do to soften up the economy of Vitality at this point. You need to start getting rounds on the board because 9-round streak, that's impressive in any game of Counter-Strike. The fact that Vitality have done it after being pushed up against the wall on that first map. They're back with an vengeance. Second. Now, this is their choice. I do expect them to put up a better fight here, and they're definitely doing so. And off the back of an unlikely hero of Alex. Sergey with the deagle. And MBK strikes back with the AWP. He's under pressure.
Yeah, but watch. He knows they're in window, and he knows he's already covered off the tunnels, which means he can shoot it to one. Oh, Alexei. He's got to trade that. Bomb now down on the site. NBK. Spectacular 3 kills and holds off to wait for Alu to appear. Don't think he's realized Alu's gone so far deep in the site. That should give the kill to the deagle. Follows it up. Hang on. If he can get a gun out of this, it's going to be difficult to plant the bomb, that's certain, and the flank should close the round. I think RPK rather, is in position to do so. So despite that Alu got an op in the end, doesn't really matter.
11 kills in 10 rounds now, so still Consider that when you do the maths, not very many convincing rounds on the board at all for ENCE here. And you mentioned it, Matt, and I'll do it again. Alexi B, 0 kills.
And was not at all ready to fight coming through the window that time.
2 assists, 13 deaths. So the in-game leader right now, really struggling to find any impact at all. Let's see if they can pick up in the last round of the half as we move into round number 15. Not a pace change, but they do continue to get mid doors quite quickly, and Alu's taking matters into his own hands. He's making a play here. He has gone balls out, straight out mid doors, and Apex, well, Alexi's not getting any kills this half. He has gone 0 and 14 indeed. So Alex continuing to mop. This looks like it's all done and dusted here. Sergey will find another kill. Ooh, make that 2. This gets interesting. I thought they'd close the door, but MBK, he's going to get it as shut as possible. Is now X7. One-on-one situation. He's made this interesting. He dances, and RPK will take him down.
11-4 after a 4-0 start for ENCE. That is huge. This series is turning. We've got a third map potentially on the cards, but we've got a pistol round coming up that ENCE, again, they're 3-0 so far in this series. They need to win. So 1 gun round was all that they won in that game. Or that half, I should say, excuse me.
Yeah, that's not ideal at all. You look at all the numbers that we were accumulating towards the end of that. So obviously grabbed 4 kills there in the end. So what, 15 kills in 11 rounds? You guys do the maths. That's not pretty at all. Alexi unable to get any. And they were shut out in a lot of occasions there. So they need to kick it off. And I already spoke to the weaknesses of their CT side, that B-bomb site with Sergey and X7. That's something that they need to consider. That's something that they need to sit down and maybe workshop with Twister the coach. Make sure that they can not be exploited anymore.
Cat boost.
That's going to be good because it is a B play coming out right here from Vitality, so they're really going to crunch
You say that. They've got to hit these shots now because if they're going to look to the underpass. Headshot shows, oh my goodness, NBK pre-fired it. Walked out, Alex already hit it, and immediately they're going to take the pursuit of trying to chase down Alu. He drops off it. This is Vitality just opening up the A site with a wrap back through lower. Good find from Sergey. That'll at least segregate one player, but Zywoo, being that player, could just sit in the tunnels, hold them off if they want to try and flank out from Cat, and he's done exactly that. Oh my god, has he ever?
Yikes.
Was that the time?
No, save it for an arena.
Okay, okay. Yeah. You want a crowd behind it.
Yeah. Did I tell you the ROPS one?
Can you smell what the ROPS is cooking?
Yeah, but ROPS never seems to make it to the arena, so...
Oh, ouch.
Well, maybe he will now with the new mouse sports. ROPS is a fantastic player, I'm just saying. They seem to struggle a bit towards the tail end of last year.
Ooh.
All right. 12-4. Eco round coming out from ENCE. They push straight up middle. They're able to get a kill, but getting mowed down is the AK-47 of Zywoo to finish off Alu and Alexi. And he'll get the last kill there. So there was one of the more contested rounds that we've seen in a while. Alexi's also been able to get on the board to note. He has 2 kills now. Score is 13-4. The chance for ENCE to get back into this game, back into this map.
Not looking likely, but it starts now with a double op.
And maybe that's the solution to their B-bomb site woes, right? Allow Sergey to go back up platform so he can't be exploited in the same way with the utility. You have to keep your eyes in the middle of that scope. This could be one of the solutions to the B-bomb site woes. Cat will be taken very quickly by Apex. He's more than happy to get up close and personal with this MAC-10. And the same thing applies as to what I said in the first half. Alu's not expecting this hold up a second. Alu is dead.
Apex got there so quickly.
Melted away.
They'll swap it around, get the op in other hands, and yeah, this is not ideal. Alu wants to go to Catwalk. He's already down. X7 gets caught in the doorway. RPK and NBK able to find the kill. Ariel even looking to watch his flank, knowing that they've already cleared everywhere else toward the A site. Why wouldn't they send someone in his direction? He's not wrong to assume or anticipate that position. The bomb is planted. And it's going to be a save. 2 players at B not moving at all for ENCE.
The real winner of this round is Zywoo, who just got a free AWP upgrade. Apex gets the kill, picks up the AWP and chucks it across. Here you go. Have your favorite gun. For free. 3 saved weapons means that round number 19 is going to have all of the pressure applied. If ENCE are unable to get anything done there, then we can close the book on Dust2 and we can open a new chapter for D_Inferno, which will be the third map of the series here. Most people had ENCE as a heavy favorite here, and there's good reason for that considering their most recent form, but Vitality are putting up a case for why they should be at least feared on Dust2 going forward, making their mark known. You said yesterday against Big there was a couple of hiccups. Well, here, smooth sailing.
It is very smooth for Vitality. I take back everything from yesterday. I thought it was all a Zywoo carry. This time they've got Alex on board, and what a turn of events. I was thinking in my head, oh, now we're seeing the weaknesses.
Pack it up. Come on.
Really? That second one was so fast as well.
Oh, dear. Well,
ridiculous.
They're already in B, Matt. Yeah. They're already in B.
I was about to, I was thinking in my head, like, oh, now we're seeing the weaknesses of yesterday come through at 4-0. This is, yeah, ENCE is, my God, they're forget it. They're out of this game. Someone finally has deterred their mentality, because that's something that impressed me at the major, is how stable they were coming from behind against teams. Liquid specifically, Na'Vi, they gave them a run doing the same thing, and this is just, they've crumbled.
Oh, dear.
Does Alexi have a kill yet?
Yeah, he's got at least 2.
Oh, yeah, that's a doom face. I agree.
Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Get a replay of this. Headshot through the door. Good night, sweet prince. I'm going to repick. You think you can fight me? Nah. Well, here it is. Round number 20. The potential final round here of map number 2. Just giving you the impending conclusions of how this one could trickle forward, and all will be in the hands of Aloe again. Scout for Sergey. They've scrapped together the best buy that they possibly could, and it appears that they're going to finish this with a B rush. At least a B play, as thought better of going super fast, but to be noted right now, Aerial has pushed all the way up mid. He has a lot of information with that cap play, meaning they're able to lean over towards this B bomb site. We can see that there's already 3 players over there on that side of the map. So they're not having any long presence whatsoever. This is going to get difficult if Vitality decide to go to B. As I say that, back through spawn they go. So Aerial is in a position right now that if they don't clear with a flash, he's going to get a free kill. Alex, will he expect this? No, he won't. Jumping knife out. He's going to fall. Aerial gets a chance to go for more. Steps on out. That's 2 big kills from Aerial. There is a little bit of life left, but Zywoo doing his best to suck it out of them like the vampire he is. Aloe will finish him off, and finally, ENCE looking like they've been able to scrap something together. But can they convert the round? That is the question.
Quick smoke down. Sergey rotating back toward the site. Finally, a lead to work with as Alexi. He'll get back up the ramp. Quick check, make sure no one's out at long, but it's both at mid, both at doors. And for the first time all game, Vitality's had to slow the pace to try and, get gifts, and they have. Alu looking for information, creeps directly into their crosshair. RPK smokes off left side because MBK is already walking out at quad, and a leg shows. Spray with the AUG, not ideal. Gets his head down, wants to flash it off. Alexi wants the tap the other way, somehow can't get it through the wall, and RPK stands tall to find the second kill. Of the 3 that were alive, it's all onto Alexi B, and it's not been his game. He at least gets RPK. MBK's on 17, but he now falls to 8, and MBK can fade off in the smoke. As the bomb continues to tick, time gets to be a problem if, in fact, Alexi can't get a kill because he doesn't have a kick. Good play from MBK, gets up above, and it's 16-4 in the end. What a dominant performance from Vitality.
Matt, that was 16 rounds in a row. That is absolutely astonishing work there from Vitality, who bounced back after map 1. They looked competitive on map 1, but it just felt like all the situations that should have gone in ENCE's way did. Here, that is blown out of the water, and you can see the absolute astonishment on some of the faces here, at least the ones we can see.
It's the first time we've seen them get absolutely wrecked like this, mentally and physically, if you want to call it that, in the server.
Yeah, these are the tests that we get to see this team going through. So we're going to be able to see if they can bounce back on the final map, which will be Inferno of this series, the final map of the day, the final map of round number 2. And now that we've seen both teams being lighting up on the scoreboard, we might actually get a bit of a back-and-forth affair.
I didn't expect that to be. At 4-0, the way that they won those first 4 rounds, I thought there's no chance they can pull that back. Yeah. But that is... Yeah, all right, fair enough. I'm impressed and slightly surprised all at once. So we're going to take a break. We'll join the analysts. We'll see you in a minute.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it?
Uh-huh.
Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
I'll take that. Yes. Hells yes. Oh, armed and dangerous. Oh, hell yes.
Hellcase. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.